Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia, and this is our Saturday morning board meeting. And there's someone that can't come, and so she said to give her chair away. I didn't write her name down. And then there's someone else who's bringing a folding chair so that, she'll have some place to sit. She's sick of standing. I actually, for once, had a whole elaborate video planned. But what happened is when I was reading and responding to the comments, I decided to do the regular things and kind of review what's been going on this channel and a whole bunch of other things. So here we go. Chubby Checker is still alive. He's only 83. I would have thought that he'd be a lot older than that. Don't you? Faithy won a twist concert. Can you imagine her winning a twist contest? Twinning contest. She is full of surprises. I wonder if she ever took lessons in it. I'm sure she'll tell us and let us know. And she never answered if she knows how to do disco. This one is a great thing. Nancy, I should have saved it for gossip because it's kind of juicy gossip. She had in her kitchen, she had all of her friends, and she got a phone call. That's why her friends were there. Do you know who called her? Paul McCartney. Can you believe that? That is pretty amazing. We have some celebrities amongst us. Then, Kathy R., she won a twist contest too. We should put Kathy and Faith next to each other and see which one wins this time. I'm not doing it. Did I say she already won a jitter? She won a jitterbug. Oh my goodness. Anyway, and Kathy K's sister had quite a few appearances, it sounds like, on American Bandstand. She and her boyfriend got to dance, and they were on TV several times. Now that's pretty special. Remember the Ed Sullivan Show? Well, I guess we'll get down to business. Oh, I wanted to read you the Salada tea tag line. That's what I'm having is tea. What is a child's mud pie in the kitchen? What is a child's mud pie in the kitchen? Grime and punishment. It's the one I picked, sorry. Grime and punishment. It's kind of cute. They're all kind of cute. Now I'm going to have a collection of teabag tags on my desk here, and then I'll have to ask somebody if there's some kind of craft you can put together because, Debbie from Kentucky Life with Debbie, she did one of those gum wrapper chains. Do you remember those? I remember those, but I couldn't tell you how to make them. But she had one. She found it in a drawer when she was scrounging around for things to declutter, and she came up with this gum wrapper chain. And it was cool, and I remember making those, and she was going to throw it away, I think. She shouldn't throw that away. That's like an antique. That's a sign of better days, the better days we had You know, I mean, we didn't have TV, we didn't have computers, we had TV, but nothing like today. We didn't have phones. Did you let your kids have TVs in their bedrooms? We didn't. And we didn't have one in our bedroom. I sort of like one now because I'm alone, but my husband felt like the bedroom was supposed to be a sanctuary and no TVs were allowed. So there. That doesn't mean that you can't have a TV. Did you go to Deanna's website when I told you about the rocks that she collects? They are pretty impressive. Anyway, I got to give you my report. My report is we did videos every single day in the morning, just like we usually do. We did 4 scoops instead of 5, and that was because we did a live. So I did my first live, and that was quite an experience because my son Dustin called me up and said, "You ready to do a live?" And I wasn't prepared, and sadly enough, I had never even watched a live, so I had no clue what to expect. And I know I was just kind of looking there like a lump on a log. Well, that's what I was. But anyway, I loved seeing the comments and the hearts, and you know, and some people said, "We love you, I love you," and that made me feel so good. And then the next day, he helped me with another one, so we did another live. And although we didn't get as many people, the first one we got, I think, just at one point in time, we had 84, but the average was about 80. I mean, that was probably mostly the peak, 80. And then the next day we had 50, which is still very good. So I understand. In general, though, people are not subscribing. I've had a few new subscribers, but there's been a lot of people that have left. And I wish, wouldn't it be nice if there was some way that you could find out, not necessarily who they were, but why they left, you know? Because that would be very helpful in moving forward, you know, if something bothered them or whatever. Anyway, so I can't say that, I should say that it doesn't bother me, but it does. I don't care about having 10,000 viewers, but it's that negative connotation, you know. But I know you guys love me, and I am very happy. I love you guys. I am very happy with this channel on the whole. I am going to be trying to do, you know, better thumbnails, better hooks. I hate that word. So better thumbnails. We'll see if anything changes. If you have somebody that you could share our channel with, that would be great. We'll just buy a few more chairs. And that woman, whoever said she was bringing a chair, I want to know if it's one of those folding chairs that has the webbing on them, because I've been trying to buy, I would like to buy 4 of them, and I can't find any place that has them because they were old-fashioned, I guess. They're not in style. You have to buy those plastic ones that crack and you fall on your butt eventually. The stress point of where the back meets the seat doesn't hold up well. So beware. They're cheap. So what I'd really like is we have a store down the road that sells Amish goods, and they do wood things like sheds and wishing wells and Adirondack chairs. I was I was hesitating because I couldn't remember what I started talking about. It was the Adirondack chairs. Now I'm going to tell you something about Adirondack chairs. If you buy one, or if you make one, make sure that it has a curved back. That's another trusty tidbit from Cynthia. Even these new ones that are coming out with recycled material, and they're really nice, they're very colorful. They're also very expensive. They're around $200 each. But I'm sure that they would hold up well. But some of those have the straight back. You don't want the straight back because it goes right against, your spine goes right against it. You want something so that you can be hunched over. Does anyone have that dowager's hump? I used to always have rolled shoulders. My mother used to say, straighten your shoulders. I don't think my shoulders are too bad now. I don't know how that happened. I didn't consciously do anything about it. Does anyone round their shoulders out? I got to go get Quinny. She's knocking at the door. Did I tell you what ants on a log is? I bet all of you knew it. It's a stick of celery with peanut butter and then raisins on it. Or you could do it with cream cheese. So they don't do it apparently as much like in schools because of the peanut butter allergies. What's with that? We never had peanut allergies when we were kids, did we? I mean, lactose intolerant, it's probably the chemicals in the food. I don't know. They're just delicate little flowers. Well, tomorrow's video, back to, losing subscribers. Tell me if there's anything that you see that, don't be mean to me, but let me know if there's anything that you would like to see, you would prefer not to see. Somebody has told me that they don't like lives and they would, but that's one person and I can't go by that because I can see where the lives would be a lot of fun. So anyway, just let me know what you think. When my channel was much smaller than this, I used to go to the subscribers and it was like 250, 255, and really just several, but a few that really participated. Kind of like this. I mean, there's 7,000 something subscribers, but not everybody participates. And because, for whatever reason, it's just not their thing or whatever, or because they've subscribed to the whole world. I don't know. I don't really care. But I used to go on and do a video and say, what should I do? I don't know what I should do. And they would help me. They'd say, just do what you're doing. But what else was I going to talk about? Oh, people keep asking me, will my sisters participate in a video with me? I'll tell you, I doubt it very much, but I'm going to ask them. Maybe I'll even do a live when they're here. That'll freak them really out. It freaked me out. But if I do that, I won't tell you because I won't know, because I'll have to convince them that they need to do that. And I told you one sister that's coming, she needs to do a YouTube channel because she does these travel logs and they're fabulous. She doesn't have to do it 2 times a day like I do. Neither do I. I can quit when I want to because Anne says that I am retired and I can do whatever I want, and so can't every single one of you. So don't forget that. So help me out here. Remember, be gentle, because I don't want to have another one of those hissy fits. And I don't respond to criticism very well. But constructive criticism is good. when I worked in the nursing home and I was a director of nursing, if we had an inspection and we got a list of, they call them deficiencies, everything that they found wrong or needed improvement or something like that, I used to love to get, I mean, I would have loved to have had 100%. I did at one time, I had 100% deficiency-free survey. Most of the time, just got 1, 2, or 3, simple things that you could take care of and that weren't harming the patients or anything. It's always paperwork, due dates and all that stuff. But where was I going? I used to like getting them because it's a stepping stone. You look at it, it identifies what the problem is. Then you figure out, your goal is you got to get rid of that problem, you got to fix the problem, and you have a certain time limit, and then you decide how you're going to do it. And you do it, and you've accomplished your goal. So I like to look at this channel kind of like that. It's not a problem. I don't need to have subscribers. It's a psychological thing. You know what I'm saying? I need you guys. And because I didn't have any friends before I started this. I have a few. But, there's different kinds of friends. We'll talk about that someday. That would be a really interesting conversation. And we throw around the word love all the time, too. And love is a special word, too. Just keep throwing them my way. I don't mind. No. But, sometimes we casually say it. And I don't know. But I love you guys. You guys have become my friends. But I don't have a lot to say today because I've been thinking about that. So you may see some little changes. There won't be anything major. I got to get my funny stuff back because I used to be funny. I'm not funny anymore. Nobody's laughing. Except me. So I could have a whole show about jokes. Kentucky Life with Debbie, she always ends her videos with a little funny story, and they're really cute. I don't know where she gets them. If I did, I'd probably steal her idea, but I won't. And I've got to read a couple more of Debbie Sue's poems. And go to those websites that I told you about yesterday. And Renee Dearheart, she has a YouTube channel. I think it is, never mind. I'm not going to say because I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. So anyway, just look at those. And you know what? I'm really happy that Caro from Plain Vanilla Grandma got her 3,000 subscribers. She's over 3,000, and she did her first live, and that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. So anyway, I think I'm going to say goodbye. That's another thing that I wanted to ask you. See, I do this all the time. I'll be talking to Ann and I'll say, Ann, I have to go. I want to get ready for bed. And she'll say, okay, goodbye. And then I'll say, wait a minute. What are you doing tomorrow? And she'll say, I already told you what I'm doing tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Could you give me a hint? That's called selective listening. Another thing we have to talk about at some point is hearing. People kind of like that incontinence thing. I peed in my pants the other day. It was just a little... I forget what it was. but it happens to the best of us. So make sure you come back tomorrow and see, there's a part of me that wants, so I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to throw a few pictures on after this because this board meeting was lacking in an agenda. So that's hard to hold a board meeting. I should get a gavel. See, did I say goodbye to you 10 minutes ago? Yeah. Goodbye. Here is a picture of my clematis. How beautiful is that?